Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for taking time to be here with us this evening. So, if you can see me, just confirm with me in the chat section that my audio is okay and my video is fine. Ajibade, good evening. I hope you had a good day and a good weekend. Hi, I can see Ajibade is here with us. I hope you had a good day and a good weekend. Thank you so much for taking time to join us this evening. So this is what we're going to look at today, data and insights. This is the what? This is the fifth class of our series. Remember, we have 8 sessions to go. This is the fifth class. And what we're going to talk about today is using data and insights to help your business grow. In the first class, we looked at building your brand on the online space. And then we looked at creating your own digital marketing plan, and basically what is digital marketing, what are the components of digital marketing. And then our next focus was marketing tools, using marketing tools to grow your business. And then the last class we had last week focused on getting set up on the Google business profile. And I hope each one of you clicked on the various links that were shared in the chat section and you tried creating your own Google business profile for your own visibility on either search or maps. Okay. So if you have any questions, if you tried creating your own profile and you encountered any issues and you feel like you need some bit of help around it, please feel free to drop your question in the chat section. I will be picking one or two responses. Okay. So thank you so much. My name is Berry Lokwach. I'm your trainer for today's session. I am I work for Impactor. I'm a trainer with Impactor. In the chat section, you can see my other colleague, Dinah. Her name is in blue with the blue spanner next to her name. She will be moderating today's session. Dinah is in Cameroon, and she's also very, very good in French. So if you want to say hi to her in French, please feel free. Bonjour, Dinah. I hope you're doing well. Okay. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Like I said, this is our fifth session, and our focus is learning how to look at the power of data, to look at insights of the various platforms that we are leveraging on to make better marketing decisions. All right. So you can feel free to hit the thumbs up button to like this session. You can hit the thumbs up button to like this session, and then subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then click the bell icon to ensure that you get notifications of upcoming sessions. All right. Thank you all. There's only 2 people here. So if you're here, if you've just joined us, feel free to introduce yourself. Tell us where you're joining us from. If you have a business, what is the name of your business? And then what does your business deal with? So there's only 2 people here. I can see, I can confirm 2 people because I can see them in the chat section. There's Olufunke Ajibade, who was the first person who's here, who joined us. So thank you so much for being on time. And then I have Azolukwam. Azolukwam, you're welcome. We are really happy to have you. Then Chidima just joined us. Hi, Chidima. I think I've been seeing your name most of the time in the chat section, so that means you've been very active. Thank you. And Mary Beth, I cannot forget these names. So thank you all so much, Mary Beth. It's nice to see you again. I know. Thank you so much. So again, if you're just joining, please feel free to introduce yourself in the chat section and tell us where you're joining us from. Let us, get acquainted with each other. Let us form some networks with each other. You can see I remember Chidima. I remember Marybeth. I'm sorry, I don't remember Ajibade and Azolukwam, but I remember Chidima and Marybeth. They've been very vocal in the chat section. Okay. So thank you so much. Now we will begin our session this evening. Like I said, this is the topic that we're going to cover, and this session is divided into 3. The first thing you're going to ask yourself is understanding the right questions to ask. All right. I want to collect this information to help me to better make marketing decisions. I mean, to make better marketing decisions. But what kind of questions do I need to ask? Okay, what kind of questions do I need to ask that will act as a guideline to the information that I want to collect, right? Then what kind of tools am I going to use to collect that information? So that's the second agenda, identify the best tools to use. And the last thing, I have collected this information. I have leveraged on these tools to collect this information. So how do I analyze it? How do I understand it? How do I segregate this information so that I understand what I can correct or amend or input into my marketing strategy? Do you understand? So those are the three things that we're going to cover today. And by the way, our Fast Hustle Academy will be starting very, very soon in February. Our Fast Hustle Academy for the year will be starting very soon in February. So please, make sure you sign up for the Hustle Academy with the link that Dinah will share in the chat section. This has been shared throughout the sessions when we started. So please, I hope you've really applied, because we are going to have the first Hustle Academy coming up this February. Like I said, Hustle Academy is a 1-week long bootcamp. So it's a bootcamp that runs from Monday to Friday, full time, all right? But it's virtual. So you get to learn, you want to increase the revenue of your business. You want to learn about digital marketing. You want to learn about pitching your business. You want to learn about creating a pitching deck for your business. You want to learn about the funding options available for businesses. So how do you even get that information? All right. So we have experienced trainers, people who are knowledgeable in their expertise, who are trainers, and then there are also keynote speakers that come to join the boot camp, and they give you so much information, rich information that can help you to grow your business. So make sure you sign up for the Hustle Academy. Dinah will share the link in the chat section. Let me see if I have anyone else joining us. Charity, I remember your name. Hi, Charity. Welcome back to this session. Hi, Faith. Dinah, you're only getting some bonjours. There are people saying hi to you in French. All right. If you're Kenyan, I can say hi to you in Swahili. Unfortunately, because I'm based in Kenya, unfortunately, I can't see anyone who's from Kenya. So I'll just wait and see if there's someone from Kenya, then I can say hi to them in Swahili, since we have people saying hi to Dinah in French, right? Okay, so the first question, remember these sessions are very interactive. So as much as I'm anticipating questions from your end, I'll also be asking you questions. What are some of the words that you would use to describe your customers? What are some of the words that you would use to describe your customers? What are some of the words that you would use to describe your customers? Are they Do they like to bargain? Okay, that is one way you can describe your customers. My customers like to bargain so much. Okay, I have loyal customers. I have understanding customers. What are some of the words that you would use to describe your customers? Please drop your comments in the chat section. Drop your responses in the chat section. What are some of the words that you would use to describe your customers? What are some of the words that you would use to describe your customer? So I'm actually waiting for your responses in the chat section. Just one word or 2 words or 3 words, which you know your customers better. So how would you describe your customers, Chidima? How would you describe your customers? Let me see those responses in the chat section. How would you describe your customers? Chidima's, client. Okay. So how would you describe them, Charity? Your clients, how would you describe them? Are they loyal? Are they understanding? Okay. My customers are very picky, unique, and loyal. Yeah, I think picky goes with unique, because if someone is picky, then they're very, very specific with what they like and what they want. Yes, that's nice. Committed, yes. That's nice. You have committed customers. That's all Funke says. um, Committed customers, can describe her customers or as committed customers. That's very nice. Who else? Let me see the comments in the chat section. Who else? Who else? Who else? Chidima, Charity, everyone who's here, please drop your responses. Mary Beth says, I mean unique to mean different kind of people. Ah, okay, I understand. Different kind of people. Okay, so you have diverse customers. All right, now I understand you, Mary Beth. That's an I get you. I get you totally. Okay. So basically, it's very important to know who your customers are. It is very, very important to understand who your customers are, because then you would be able to know their preferences, their interests, and their values. Okay. You will even get to understand their challenges, and you will know how to approach them, how to ensure you satisfy their needs. All right. So, as a business person, remember it's very important to understand your customers. Chidima says, um, Charity says, my customers are committed, friendly, and lovely. And then Chidima, some of my customers like to bargain, very patient and unique. Wow, you have patient customers, you have patient clients. That's really nice. It's nice to hear. Okay, so let's dive into the first agenda of the day, which is the understanding the right questions to ask. The kind of questions that will help you know what information you want to collect about your business. So, what are some of the questions that you would like to understand you would like to ask your customers? You understand who your customers are. You understand who you're dealing with. Okay, but what are some of the questions that you would like to ask your customers? Okay, you want to collect information from your customers. What are some of the questions that you would ask them? All right. An example would be, I would like to know if they're satisfied with my service. If I'm a service-based business, I would like to know if my customer service is good. What can I do better? I think that's an example for me of a question I would like to ask my clients. So for yourself, what are some of the questions that you would like to ask your customers? What are some of the questions that you would like to ask your customers? My customers love to begin and compare products. Okay, Faith. Thank you. Thank you, Faith, for that. So this is my second question. What questions do you want to ask your customers? Yes, and Dinah said, don't forget there's no right or wrong response. So whatever response, I mean, we're all here to learn. That's the essence of this class. Okay. What questions do you want to ask your customers? And I've given you an example. I said, I would like to know if they're experiencing the best customer service from my business. Okay. And what they think I can do better to improve my customer service. So for you, Faith or Charity, yes, Mary Beth, what can I do better to satisfy you? Because we are always improving. It's a process improvement. And then Ajibade says, how do we serve you better? Correct. Remember, you're always improving processes within your business. Nothing is cast on stone, and you don't want to be behind. You always want to be ahead of your competitors. That means you always need to ensure that you do offering quality products or services, and your customers are satisfied at the end of the day. Because when your customers are satisfied, they will always be able to come back to you at any one point. Okay. So thank you, Mary Beth, and thank you, Ajibade. Then Mary Beth says, what do you like about my service? That's also good to know what they like about your service. What do you like? All right. First, I would like to understand what I am doing better. Okay. Or what I am doing good. I would like to know that. All right. And then any recommendations on what I can do better? You like this about my business? Do you think there's something else I can do better? Okay. So thank you so much, Mary Beth and Ajibade, for those responses. I really appreciate. All right. So when you want to get started with the process of analytics, there's 4 steps that you need to go through. The first thing, you need to understand your objective as a business. What is my end goal? All right. What do I want to achieve? What is the outcome that I want? All right. Then what question do I need to address? Okay. So I already know my objective, which is my end goal. That is my end point. It's like starting a journey. Okay. I'm at the starting point, but I know where I'm going. I'm in Kenya right now. I want to go to Nigeria. So I know I want to go to Nigeria. Okay. So how do I get to Nigeria? All right. So I get to understand what questions do I need to address. All right. Where do I get that information from? And then what do I do with that information? Do you understand? To help me achieve this objective. All right. So I'm not asking questions blindly. I'm not just using tools blindly. I'm not just making decisions blindly. I'm doing all this because I know what I want to achieve. Okay. So remember, for the process of analytics, understand your objective first and come up with questions that you want, that will give you a guideline on the kind of information you want to collect. Leverage on the different tools, and you're going to look at this deeply in this class. Leverage on the different tools to get that information, and then analyze that information and decide, you know what, this is the information that I've collected. So can I tweak this? Can I change this? I've been doing this, so can I change this? All right, to help me get to, or to rather help me achieve what I want. Okay, so let's look deeply at these steps. So on objective, as a business, you might want to know, you might want to say, maybe you want to tell more people about my business. I want more and more people to know about the existence of my business. That's on awareness. Okay, it could be a goal. Remember, different businesses have different objectives. Okay, and then I probably want to increase my sales. All right, that's another objective you could be having. I want to identify my most valuable customers, and why are they my most valuable customers? What can I do so that I can retain them? All right, and then I need to find ways to improve my engagement. All right, so my engagement with the new clients, my engagement with previous customers. Do you understand? So those four, I mean, it could be more than this. These are basically just examples of objectives that you can have for yourself. So let's look at the questions that you need to address. There is an acronym that's more or less like a formula, okay, that gives you the guidance on how to curate the questions that you need to ask, okay? So this acronym, I've talked about the acronyms, the acronym that will give you a guideline on the kind of questions that you need to ask. Uh, Sorry, just hold on. I think my network is buffing for a bit. Just hold on. Let me change my network. Let me change my network. Just hold on. Thank you so much. Okay. So let's look at the RIN acronym. Remember, this is the second step of our analytics process. This RIN acronym is basically gives you a guideline on how to curate the different questions that will help you to get the information that you want to collect. So on reach, okay, you can ask yourself, so the RIN acronym, R stands for reach, E stands for engage, A stands for activate, and N stands for nurture. So on reach, I can ask, who is my target audience and how do I reach them online? I want to understand who I am reaching. I mean, who my audience is, who is interacting with my post. I've made posts on social media. Who is interacting with my post? Okay. How can I find them? Okay. These are the people that are here right now. So how can I increase my reach? Okay. And on engagement, if you want to increase your engagement, you ask, are they finding what they need? Okay. So I have people coming to my page, right? Fine, they're here. But how can I ensure that they engage with me? I have to ensure they engage with me because by ensuring that when they come to my page, they find exactly what they are looking for. Because if they find what they're looking for, highly likely they will ask questions. Highly likely they will reach out to me. All right. That's on interaction. And then on activate, okay, they found what they need. Are they booking? Are they making appointments? Are they making, are they purchasing anything? All right. Are they converting with me? And then on nurturing, fine, I made sales from this kind of people, but am I retaining them? Are they coming back? Or is it just one off sales? All right. So basically, these are the kind of questions that you can ask yourself depending on the objective that you set for yourself. If your objective was increasing reach, this is an example of the question that you can ask. If your objective was increasing on your engagement, you can see how each question aligns with each word on the RIN acronym. All right. Then the third thing, fine, this is what I want to achieve. These are the questions that I already have, but where do I get this information? Okay. Where can I collect this information? Where do I get this information from? If I have social media channels, I can use my social media channels. All right. If I have a website, Remember in the previous classes, we talked about search engine optimization, search engine marketing, and we said on organic search engine optimization, you can either use your website, okay, or your I mean, you can use your website. So that's to know how, I mean, you want to collect information about your website, whether why are people coming to your site, all right, organically, of course. So this is not on paid. You can use the Google Search Console as your technical SEO, and then you can use your Google Business Profile, which is your local SEO, okay. But you're going to look uh, deeper into this in the next, that is the second agenda of the class. So right now, I'm just giving you like a run through of the places where you can collect this information from. So I said the social channels, there's organic search, there is your website if you have a website, and then paid search if you have been running search engine marketing, that is Google Ads, okay? So these are the 4 places where you can collect all this information from. Let me go back to this slide. Where to collect this information about these questions? You can get them from these 4 places, depending on the kind of platforms that you are leveraging on. All right. And then the last thing, I already know the questions. I know where I can get answers, or rather responses to these questions. Fine, I've gotten the responses. So what do I do with it? I can't just sit with it. I've done all these things. I can't just get that information and sit down with it, okay, or shelve it. I have to analyze it, and I have to see. Remember, I've said it's all about process improvement. So I need to understand what can I do better, all right, or what do I need to change about my business to achieve their objective. Remember the first step, to achieve their objective that I had set for my business. Okay. So with these insights, you can get to identify market trends. You're able to know what's trending at the moment. Can I hop onto this trend? Okay. Will it benefit my business if I hop onto this trend? All right. I'm able to understand my user experience. That is my client journey. I'm able to know where they are, you know, and when you're looking at the customer journey funnel, and I think I've mentioned this in the previous classes, there's awareness. When you're looking at the funnel, there's awareness, interest, evaluation, engagement, and conversion. Okay. So I want my clients to move from awareness stage all the way to conversion, because conversion would make more sense to my business. It's making sales, it's increasing my revenue. Okay. So where are my customers stuck in this journey, and what can I do better to ensure that I move them down these stages to conversion? Okay. I'm able to identify the different types of content that my customers interact with, and I can leverage on those content more, either to increase my engagement and to increase my sales. For example, if I make, I'm using different types of content. Remember, with content marketing, it's using different forms of content, all right, to share with your audience. It could be blogs, it could be it could be guides, it could be infographics, it could be videos, okay, it could be images, all right. So I'm using this type of content, but which one is getting more traction, all right? Then I figure out that more and more people like my video posts. Obviously, I will decide, you know what, I'll start posting video posts more, because I've figured this is the one that's getting me the most engagement. This is the one that's bringing more and more people to my page. And then you get to adapt your strategy. Okay. So I figure out, maybe I've been making posts in the morning. Okay. I've been waking up in the morning. The first thing I get to my business, I open, I make posts. Okay. But it's not working out. I'm not, when I'm looking at my post in the evening, maybe it got like 2 likes, 3 likes, 4 likes. Okay. Then sometimes maybe when I forget to post in the morning, I post in the evening, because I set a standard for myself that I have to make a post a day. When I post in the evening, I see that I'm getting like 50 likes or 70 likes or 50 comments, you know, as compared to my post in the morning. Obviously, I would need to adapt my strategy. I'll tell myself there's no point in getting to the office and posting when it's not getting me the traction that I need. So moving forward, we'll be doing our posts in the evening. Do you understand? So that's how you get to understand on adapting your strategy. I hope we are all on the same page up to that point. I hope you're all on the same page up to that point. If there's any question, please feel free to drop your question in the chat section. Okay. So let me see if I have missed any question. Wow. I think I picked where up to Berry Beth. What do you like about my business? Zephania, hi, Vlita Zephania just joined us. She sells fabrics, laces, gowns, shoes, etc. And mostly ask if it fits well. It's important. I mean, I would like to buy a dress that fits me well, all right? Or, the fabric looks good on me. It's nice fabric. Yes. So thank you, Zephania, for that. Charity says, thank you so much for your patronage. I would appreciate your honest review and I look forward to your recommendations and referrals. Nice one. What do you recommend? Can you refer me? Okay, because a satisfied customer is the only one who would refer you. I mean, if I'm not satisfied with your business, I cannot refer any of my friends to come to you. Okay, like I'll give an example. I have person. I have this. Let me call him a nail tech. Okay, there's a person who makes my nails. I like to make my nails. I like to look beautiful. So because most of the time I work remotely, I work from home. Okay, so I can't live, and he's based in, it's like a 30-minute drive up to where his shop is. Okay, I can't make it to leave the house because if I go there, that's like 2 or 3 hours in the nail salon, and then the still again the distance that I have to take it. That's like 4 hours or 5 hours for my in a day, and I'm busy over the weekend, so I can't give 5 hours of my day to go to the nail salon when I'm supposed to be working. But the best thing about my nail tech person, he makes house calls. Okay. So he comes to my house, makes the nails. From here, he carries his equipment. Okay. Makes my nails from here, and I'm still able to work. So you see, for my friends that are working remotely, it's easy for me. I have recommended him most of my friends because I'm satisfied and I know he makes these house calls. I mean, it's okay. So I've talked to my friends before and I've told them, you know what? You don't have time over the weekend to get your nails done. The person who makes my nails makes house calls. Okay, so this is the number and it does a good job. So try him out. So, I've given him referrals. He's made sales from that. Okay, so when your customers are satisfied, they can easily refer you. All right. Then Wasiu joined us. Good evening. Faith, how would you rate our customer service? Yes. Titi Lope, I remember this name. Good evening. Mary Beth, Mary Beth, you remember Titi Lope or you know her? Then Victory, good evening. Hi, Charity, always adapting a strategy. Yes, Mary Beth, what if I'm busy with family in the evening? So there is scheduling posts. You can schedule posts. Um, so assuming you want to make evening posts, all right, and then so you need to, for like next week, I'll give you an example of, there's something called a social media calendar, okay, or a content calendar. So I can go to Excel, okay, if you work well with Excel, I can go to Excel and on different columns I indicate this is the date, maybe Monday to Friday. This is Monday, okay, Monday, and then 4 p.m. Okay, then what is the caption that I want for my post? Okay, what is the caption that I want for my post? And then I create an image. You remember we said you can use canva.com or freemarketingkit.with Google to create your own post. Then I have my post ready. These are posts for next week. Okay. So I create an Excel, maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I will do 3 posts per week. Okay. Then I already know this is what I will have on my post. This is the image I will have on my post. So when I go to my Facebook, even Instagram, I create the post from there. I can schedule my post. I can schedule my post right now that will publish themselves next week. Do you understand? I can schedule my post right now that will uh, post themselves or publish themselves next week. So you can always schedule posts. You don't have to do it at that point if you're busy in the evening. Okay. Maybe you can just do some bit of community management. Maybe check your phones once in a while. Even if you're busy, maybe check like 5 minutes or 10 minutes to check your phone if there's any comment, because you don't want a client to drop an inquiry. Right. I think the light behind is really affecting if you're seeing me or not. Okay. So you can take like 5 or 10 minutes just to look if someone dropped an inquiry, but you can always use the scheduling button. There's a scheduling button. So when you make a post on Facebook, when you there's that button written publish, okay? Then next to it there's an arrow. It will tell you schedule post. You can schedule that post from there. All right. I wish I could share my I don't know. I'm not able to share because it's a personal profile. It's not a business page. So I can't share with you my screen for my personal profile. Okay. But when you're creating your post, the part for publish, there's a drop down just next to it. So when you click on it, it will tell you schedule post. Then you just click on the calendar, the date when you want that post to go up, or the time when you want that post to go up. Okay. Truly, Zephania says, truly referrals are the best adverts. It comes with confidence from who's buying because someone else is already testifying. I can't wait to get you beautiful fabrics. Thank you so much, Zephania. Then Chidima, if a business is not yet mature, ready to transit to the online space, is it necessary to post certain questions to your customers, especially when you probably don't have the manpower to make your services better? I don't believe there is a business that is not ready enough to get onto the online space. I, in fact, feel that getting onto the online space gives you the catapult. It's like a catapult for your business. Okay. I don't believe that, there's a business that's big enough to leverage on the online space. No, the online space is for every type of business. Okay. Whether you're a micro SME, all right, or you're an SME, okay, there is no business that's small enough for the online space. It's how you build yourself on the online space that will make you bigger. I mean, how else do you want to grow if by not leveraging on the online space? How do you want to get more clients if you can't leverage on the online space? Okay. And then Badma says, can GMB be used to run Google Ads? How can I change the theme of GMB website? Is there a link to access it? So the only way you can change, you can edit the theme. When you're creating your own website, you can customize the template. You can change the colors according to your brand colors. You can custom, that's on customization. You make the design how you would want for your site to appear. Do you understand? These are just templates because you don't have to do the coding itself. So you can customize it. Do you understand? So the link to access it is so long as if you have your own, so long as you have, so long as your GMB is verified, you can edit it. All right. So long as your GMB is verified, you can edit all that information, even your website from there. Do you get? You just need to be able to verify your business so that you can manage it. All right. Okay. What else? Can I schedule my post on Instagram too? Yes, you can schedule your post on Instagram as well. Victory. Yes, you can schedule your post on Instagram as well. Okay. Let me just confirm. I'm looking through the comments to ensure that I have not missed any question. Sorry. Let's see. I'm scrolling up. Sorry. Yes, 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 yes. No, I have not missed anything. Sorry. If I've missed any question, please feel free to remind me in the chat section. If I have missed any question, feel free to remind me in the chat section. I'm really hoping that I will answer all your questions before this class ends. Thank you so much, ma'am. Please talk more on scheduling. Okay, I have two more agendas to cover. So let me try and go through the two agendas, then I can talk to you more about scheduling. Okay, the first question that is on Badmas. Okay, let me go back to Badmas's. Can GMB be used to run Google Ads? Yes. Sorry, I missed your question, Badmas. Yes, you can use GMB to run Google Ads. Remember, Google Ads is on the search engine, and GMB is also basically appears on the search engine results page. Okay, so you can use your GMB to run Google Ads. Okay, you can use it to run Google Ads. All right, so that's affirmative. I've given you an affirmative. All right, so let's go to the second part of the class to identify the best tools to use. Before we end this class today, I'm going to talk about scheduling briefly, okay, because we only have 1 hour. but let's go over this because I know I have mentioned this. So which analytics tool do you currently use? Are there some types of analytics tools that you've used before? GMB is the Google Business Profile, Glory. The last class we talked about the Google Business Profile. So the link that was shared, if you didn't get to attend that class, the link that was shared for you to attend that class, you can click on that to just attend the, to access the recording to that class. Yes, you can use the link that was previously shared with you for the last class to get the recording. Then you can at least get to know what the GMB is about. Okay, it's a free tool offered by Google that helps you enhance your presence on Google search and Google Maps. Okay, all right. Badma says Google Business Profile. Yes, this the. Oh wait, Badmas, are you responding to Glory? I think Badmas is responding to Glory. So, which analytics tool do you currently use? Okay, as you're dropping the responses, I will come back to look at it. But let me move on to the next slide. But if you're using any analytics tool, I'll give you an example. Google Analytics is an analytics tool. Okay, Facebook Analytics, there's Instagram Analytics, there's Twitter Analytics, that you get to understand the performance of your different platforms. Okay, are you using any of them? If you're using any of the analytics tool, please let me know in the chat section. If you're not, you can also tell me, Beryl, I am not using any analytics tool. Okay, and I have never used any analytics tool. I just want to know. All right, so that's on Google Analytics. Remember when we said in the first part of the class, we on the third, this first class, that's the first agenda of the class. The third step of our analytics. Remember, the first step was objective. Then, what questions do you need to ask? Then, what tools can you leverage on to collect that information? Okay. So I said you can collect information from the social pages, from organic search, from your website, from paid search. Okay. So if you're using your social pages, you can use Twitter Analytics, you can use Facebook Business Suite, you can use Hootsuite or Zoho. So Hootsuite and Zoho are two platforms, social media management platforms. Okay, so you get to manage all your social media pages in one place. Do you understand? So my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, my GMB, I can manage all these social media platforms in one place. Okay, make my posts in one place, see the performance of each page in one place. Okay, so there's Hootsuite and there's Zoho Social that you can use for that. But if you want to use the different, the individual platforms, you can always go to your business manager that's on Facebook. You can go to Twitter Analytics, Facebook Instagram Analytics, just to know how your page is performing. And then on organic search, you can use the Google Search Console, which is your local SEO. So I can use my GMB analytics to know how did people get to my listing? What brought them to my listing? What are the kind of words that they searched online for my listing to appear? All right. Then I can use that's on the Google Business Profile, Google My Business. Then with my Google Search Console, I'm able to know these are the keywords that brought people to my website. Okay. So these keywords are working for me. These keywords are not working for me. And the best thing with the Google Search Console, it even gives you alerts. It will tell you this page of your website is not well optimized. Okay. So you need to do better about this page. And then on your website, you want to understand the behavior of people who come to your website. What did they do when they came to my website? Did they just come to my homepage? Did they come to my product page? Did they fill in the inquiry form in my contact us page? Or they just filled their cards and did not complete the checkout process? So you can get all this information from Google Analytics. And then if I decided to run paid ads, that's Google ads. Okay, I'm able to know these are the number of people who clicked my ad. Okay, this is the amount I spent on that ad. All right. Where did these people come from when they clicked my ad? Who are these people who even clicked my ad? Okay, so those are the kind of information that you can get. So remember, with social, organic search, website, paid search, depending on the kind of questions you ask yourself on the second step, okay, these are the places where you can collect that information. So with the Facebook page insights, you're able to know the demographics of the people who came to your site. Okay, if I made 3 posts this week, which post got the which is my best performing post, which got the most traction, okay, and why. All right, I'm able to understand the kind of people, the kind of devices they use, at what time did they interact with that post, okay. So you're able to know what's working for you, what's not working for you, the kind of audience interacting with your post, how they are even finding your page, okay. With the Google Search Console, I've talked about this. You're able to know, I optimized keywords on my website. Remember, the Google Search Console helps with your search engine optimization, okay. So when you created an account on Google Search Console, it helped you link to your website. You created an account and you linked your website. So you're able to know, you're trying to optimize your website. Okay. I'm able to know, I used these keywords. Are they working for me? Okay. So I used, like, maybe I included 10, maybe 5 new keywords on my site. At the end of the month, I'm able to know, from these 5 keywords, 100 people came to my website because of this keyword. So obviously, this was working out for me. Or this one, I included this keyword number 5, but it only brought like 2 people. So maybe I need to change that and include another keyword that will increase traffic to my website. And the best thing with the Google Search Console, if you have a page on your website that is not getting traction, it will tell you, you know what, this page is not well optimized. You need to do better, Beryl. Please do better about this page on your website. Literally, it sends you an email and tells you, alert. All right. So it's like written alert, okay? So Beryl, this page is not well optimized. You need to do better. Do you understand? So that's the best thing with the Google Search Console. With the Google Business Profile Analytics, which is the Google My Business Analytics, if you have a Google My Business, I'm able to know these people came to my website, these people came to my listing, okay? So did they search for a product or service that I'm dealing with, or did they search for my business name, okay? So I'm able to know the keywords, the search terms, the search queries that they use to get to my profile. Okay, I'm able to know how many people made calls from my Google Business Profile, how many people made bookings. Okay, where did they come from when they came to my profile? Where did they go to? My profile is linked to my website. Did they go to my website from my Google Business Profile? I'm able to know all these things. So I didn't just create a profile for the sake of creating a profile. Okay, and I made posts. Remember, in the last class, we talked about populating your listing and optimizing your listing. Okay, so I made this post on my profile. Did it get people talking? Okay, did my clients leave reviews for me? All right, so you get to understand all these things with the Google My Business Analytics. Okay, and then there's a new tool. All right, it's not entirely new, but there's a tool called Google Trends. All right, with Google Trends, you get to analyze market trends. Okay, so I get to know keywords that are trending. All right, so I'm able to know trending topics, what's trending right now, an incline of a trend, a decline of a trend. All right, the popularity of a search term. So I'm able to know. It basically helps me to understand the kind of keywords that it may, in general, if I just summarize, it will Google Trends helps you to understand different, I mean, how a keyword is trending. All right, and I'm even able to make searches of, I mean, trend searches by location. So maybe I want to open a shop in Nigeria, okay, but I need to understand the Nigerian market. I need to know what's trending in Nigeria. I can just go to the Google Trends. You can search trends by location. Okay, I'm even able to search trends of last year. Okay, I'm even able to search trends of last year. All right, so I'm able to even project, maybe I'm selling clothes, for example. Let's say I'm selling clothes, okay, and I decide, you know what, I want to start selling winter clothes. Okay, in South Africa, I want to sell winter clothes in South Africa, but I don't know at what time of the year people start buying winter clothes. So I can just go to Google Trends and search maybe heavy coats in South Africa. So heavy coats in South Africa. So I've searched the trend by location. Okay. So it gives me, and I choose the year, maybe in last year, 2021 or 2022. So I'm able to see at what point did people search for heavy jackets or mittens or winter clothes during the year. So if it is in January or if it is in December where there was a peak in that search, I'm able to know. So these are the times that people search for this product or service. So if I decide to open a shop selling winter clothes in South Africa, then I know at this time of the year is when there's high demand. All right. So I'm able to make decisions on that. All right. With Google Trends, you can rise above competition because you get to understand trending topics. And remember, when the example that I gave, I went online on Google Trends and searched for heavy coats in South Africa in 2021. Okay. It will give me, all right, it's going to give me related topics. It will tell me people also searched for maybe heavy socks or mittens. Okay, so I get to understand the different interests of people depending on the kind of words that they use to search, okay, related to what I searched for. So I'm able to find relevant training topics. I'm able to monitor my competitors. I can do my keyword research. Remember, I'm also getting suggestions, keyword suggestions. Okay, then I'm able to promote around seasonal trends. I've just given an example with the winter clothing, and I said you're able to search trending topics by region, by location. Okay. The Google Analytics helps you to identify the behavior of people when they come to your website. Assuming you're an e-commerce site, you've listed your products, you have a page on your website where you've listed your products, you're able to know, I have 100 people who came to this product page. Out of these 100 people, 85 people filled their cards and they did not check out. Okay, so I'm able to know what is happening, what are people doing on my website. I'm able to know. And with such information, assuming I figure out that 85 people filled their cards and they didn't check out, then maybe my checkout process is not easy, or I don't have the different options that they can make payments with. So maybe I need to ensure that my checkout process is easy. So I can include an easy checkout plugin. Remember, we talked about plugins in the previous class. Or I can have, maybe if it is mobile money payment or Visa payment, include different options for payment, just to ensure that these 85 people, the number reduces, because you want people to fill their carts and check out. Okay. So any question again up to that point? Any question again up to that point? All right. I never use analytics, so I don't know anything about it. Glory, and I hope you have learned one or two things. Same to Titilope. Okay. I hope you are all together. It's GMB, Google Search Console and app. So Google My Business, you can just go to the Google Play Store. When you download Google Maps, you're able to create your profile from there. Yes, so you need to download it. Google Search Console, you just type Google Search Console on your browser, and then it will give you an option for sign in. So you sign in, create an account, and link it with your website. Okay, and they're all free. Remember, you're not paying for them. Okay. Yes, we are still together. Jibade says Google Trends is always very helpful. Very, very helpful. Remember, when you're also doing your keyword research, you can also use the Google Ads Keyword Planner. Okay, the Google Ads Keyword Planner, you can find it on Google Ads. It's an interface on Google Ads, so you can do your keyword research from there. So I'll give you a secret. I'm giving you a secret right now. So if I see that my competitor, when I search for a product or service that I'm dealing with online, and I see my competitor's site is the one appearing at the top, maybe they're not running, actually they're not running paid ads, because if they ran paid ads, I would know, because the AD will be next to their website. So they are not running paid ads on their profile. Okay, they're not paying to appear at the top, but their listing is appearing higher than mine. It means that their website is well optimized. So how can I find out the kind of keywords that they are using to ensure that, you know, their profile is ranking higher than mine? I can go to Google Ads Keyword Planner, check their website URL, the link to their website, type it, paste it on the Google Ads Keyword Planner. It will populate for me keywords that they have used on their website. So I'm able to know the kind of keywords they are using, and I can decide to use the same keywords for me. Remember, competition is competition. So, all right, you see what's working out for your business, you replicate the same for your business. So you can use the Google Ads Keyword Planner. You can use the Google Ads Keyword Planner to get to do your market research, your keyword research. So that app that can help us get a free website. You can use Please, Dina posted the link to creating your own Google business profile. Dina will post the link to create your Google business profile, and then you can create your Google business profile. From there, you get a free website. There's templates that you can customize to suit your taste. There's also wix.com. You can go to wix.com. Dina will post all these things. You can also go to wix.com to create your own website. Okay. I hope you are all together up to that point. I'm not seeing any question. If there are no question, just say no question. If you have any questions, please let me know again in the chat section. The last part of this class, we're going to look at analyzing the data that we have collected. How do I analyze this data? How do I understand this data? Okay. How do I make better marketing decisions with this data? Thank you so much, Mary Beth. I'm happy that we are all on the same page. Okay. So remember, I've said the last part is understanding and analyzing the kind of data that we have collected. All right. So remember to drop in your questions. I will be looking at them. So I've talked about the Google Analytics dashboard. I've talked about what you can do with the Google Analytics. And I said it helps you to understand the behavior of people when they come to your website. Okay. So if you want to get started, remember you can only use the Google Analytics if you have a website. So you need to have a website. So you go to analytics.google.com. All these links will be posted by Dinah, and Dinah will also post the attendance link at this moment. Make sure you fill in the attendance form with your correct name and input your name that you want to appear on your certificate. So at this point, Dinah will also post the attendance form. Okay. So getting started with Google Analytics, like I said, you need to have a website. So you go to analytics.google.com, choose the name of your account. That is your business name account. Okay. And then what industry category are you in? Okay. Then remember, you want to track the pages on your site. You want to see how different pages on your site are working. Okay. So this is mostly done by your developer. So they need to input a tracking ID on the page on your website that you want to track. Maybe your website has 5 pages: home page, about us page, product page, gallery page, and contact us page. But I don't want to track my gallery page. Okay. I want to track my product page. I want to track my contact us page. I want to see what people are doing on my contact us page. Are they filling the form? Are they calling that number? Or my product page, what are they doing? So you need to put a tracking ID. Your web developer can do this very well on the page on your website that you want to track. Okay. So basically, this is it. When you're using a website builder or blog, there's a simple field. There's that field that you need to input your tracking code. Remember, this is the code that you want to put on your site, the page that you want to track. All right. Then when I'm looking at reporting, okay, so what am I reporting? There are 4 different components or channels that you report on: your audience first, okay, and then on acquisition, and then behavior and conversions. So on my audience, I want to understand who are my audience, who are these people that are interested in what I'm doing, are interested in my business. How did they find me? Okay. How did they find me? If I was running paid ads, did they find me through paid ads? All right. Or did they just type out my business name? Or did they just type out a product or service? How did they come to my page? What are they doing when they come to my page? And then what are they worth to me? So they came to my page. Okay. And then did they buy anything? All right. Did they make a purchase? Did they make a booking or an appointment? Because that is what is worth to me. So let's look at an example of an analytics report. Okay. So this is how the data and the Google Analytics looks like. So this person, this website, rather this business, okay. So they linked their website with the Google Analytics, and these are the results that came. So they went to look at the analytics and they went to look at how the website is performing. Okay. So they saw that there's a listing. These are the different channels. There's organic search, referrals, direct, paid search, social, affiliates, and display. Okay. So we can see that the people who came to their website via organic search are the highest. Okay. So that means this website is well optimized. Okay. Because the number of people, the total number of users who came to their site via organic search is 7,340. New users being 6,571. And then the number of sessions. Session means the amount of time people take when they come to your website, the amount of time they take when they come to your website. Okay. So you can see that organic search is really working for them. And then there's referral, right? So the second thing that's bringing traffic to their website is referrals. What do I mean by referrals? Referrals are like, I'll give you an example. Assuming I'm a tours and travel business, okay? I'm a tours and travel business. And then I have my own website, all right? And then there's this website, mostly I'm using a tours and travel company because these are the ones that really work with referral sites at most, okay? So I'm using maybe booking.com, okay? Booking.com or tripadvisor.com, okay? These are different sites that list different businesses. You know, I don't know if you've interacted with these booking sites. So there's booking.com and tripadvisor.com. So these are people that I'm working with to list my services on their page. All right. So I find that the most people come to my website through this referral site. So that means it's working out for me. All right. Because that's the second component that's bringing in more people to my site. And then people are direct search. So they made a direct search on the search engine. They made a direct search. That means they made a search with my business name. Okay. So also number 4, I ran ads. So from the ads, 600 people came, 656 people came to my site via paid ads. Okay. And then there's social, affiliates, and display. Display bringing 75 people to my site. Obviously, I don't need to spend money on display ads if this is the amount of people that it's bringing to my site. I mean, it's not really working for me. Do you understand? So this is how you know what's working for you and what's not working for you. So let's go back to the RIN acronym. Remember, the RIN acronym is the one that gives you a guideline on the kind of questions you ask yourself. All right. So we asked ourselves, how are people finding me online? All right. So you get to identify which search terms are driving people to your traffic. I get to understand what is driving people to my site. All right. I'm able to develop relationships with referral sites. I'm able to know, okay, the referral sites that are working out for me or not. If booking.com is bringing more people to my site, I mean, I would obviously use booking.com more than TripAdvisor, okay? And then, sorry, just hold on. And on engagement, I'm able to know which pages on my website are getting more engagement. And then on activate, am I getting the bookings that I need? All right. Remember, we also talked about not using referral sites that are not working out for you because you're paying these people to list you. All right. And then on nurturing, are people dropping reviews for me? Are people dropping reviews? How can I encourage people to drop reviews on my site? Okay. So I hope we are all on the same page in regards to that. Okay. Just hold on for a bit. Please hold on. Okay. I think my network is acting up for a second right there. Just hold on. Okay. Just hold on, please. Okay, sorry for that. So Google Trends, I talked about Google Trends and I really gave you an example of how it can all work for you, all right? So you're able to promote your business first around seasonal trends. I'm able to know, all right? I'm able to know what's trending, what's not trending, trends by location, trends by time. I can even know what trend, what trended in 2020 or 2021, all right? Will it trend again in 2022? So I'm able to project, I'm able to project my marketing decisions or marketing choices, right? Okay. Okay. On Google Trends. That's on Google Trends. And then the next part is, sorry for that, I think I'm encountering issues. I keep seeing my screen going blank. So I'm a bit confused whether it's also going blank on your end. All right. I hope you can all see my screen. So like I said, I'm experiencing some issues from my end. So I hope my screen is visible from your end and my audio is also okay from your end. All right. I keep seeing a blank screen on my end. So if I'm clear, just confirm with me so that I can continue. Okay. If I'm clear, just confirm with me so that I can continue. We are almost getting to the end of the class. All right. Oh, sorry. That's on the Google Trends. All right. I talked about this for keyword research. And I also gave you an example of how you can use another tool, which is the Google Ads Keyword Planner for your keyword research. All right. So those two platforms are the ones I gave you, the Google Trends and the Google Ads Keyword Planner that you can use for your keyword research. So any questions up to that point? Faith says no question. Glory, thank you so much. Yes, so while I'm waiting for your questions, I can speak a bit about, what was it? I can speak a bit about scheduling posts, okay? If I want to make a post tomorrow at 10 a.m., I do not have to wait for 10 a.m. tomorrow to make that post. I can create that post now on my social media, on my Facebook page, create that post, even input the photo. But when I'm clicking publish, there's a drop down just next to publish, a small arrow. So I click on the small arrow and it will tell me, schedule this post for later. Then, of course, I will click schedule for later. When I click schedule for later, it will give me the calendar. Then I put the date for tomorrow and the time where I want my post to go out. Okay. So tomorrow, even if my laptop is closed, even if I'm not online and I scheduled that post at that time, it will go live. Do you understand? Okay. That's the best thing about scheduling posts. I can even schedule my posts for next week. I don't have to do it at that exact time. So that's how post scheduling works. All right. Okay, thank you. So you can also please, I hope, Dinah, did you post the attendance form, please? Yes, the attendance form was shared. Let me just pin it for a bit before we leave the class. Make sure you fill in the attendance form, okay? Make sure you fill in the attendance form. There's the Google Hustle Academy. Sign up for the Google Hustle Academy. If you want to learn on your own, you can go to learndigital.google.com/digital skills/courses and learn more. Learn about SEO, learn about social media management, learn about search engine marketing, and still get certified. All this, please take advantage of all these free resources. All right. And then you can follow us on our social media pages, Digital Skills for Africa or Impact Her. So you can either search Digital Skills for Africa or Impact Her. Follow us on our social media pages. Do I have any other question up to that point, please? Any question? Any question, please, up to that point? Right? Any question? No question? All right, so I'll end this class at this point. Thank you all so much for joining us. I hope I answered all of your questions, if not most. I hope I answered all of your questions, and I hope you have a lovely evening. So enjoy your evening. Thank you, Titi Lope. Enjoy your evening. Thank you, Glory. Thank you, Mary Beth. Thank you, Chidima. Thank you, Rashida. Thank you, Faith. Thank you, everyone who took time to join us, to interact with us. I had a good time. I'm sure Dinah also had a good time. So see you. Bye. Thank you.